Hey, Mcdaddy.
Yeah, g'day Tubby. We're in Adelaide here at DaveBenson's Caravans. Now, DaveBenson's got a wide range of caravans, camper trailers, both new and second hand. So we're just going to carry on, just have a look at what's available. And if you do want us to have a look at any particular brand of camper or camper trailer, let us know. You know, if you don't tell us what you want, we can't produce what you want.
That's right. Yeah, so this place has a huge undercover area, doesn't it, mate? It's got like different brands, a whole heap of shit in here, isn't it?
That's right. So even a wet day, come here and have a look at the range of caravans and campers that they've got. You might find some you like, or you might find the idea you like and you'd like to put to your camper or camper trailer you've got. I quite like this here. It's on a bit of a slider, and we've got a little Frisco kitchen thing with a barbecue sort of plate there.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
No, I haven't seen anything that small on the camper, but yeah, that's quite nice. A nice little area.
So it saves you having to get the kitchen out and all that sort of stuff, doesn't it, mate? You know, it's quite a good idea if you pull up on the side of the road and just want to have a quick barbecue or something.
So we'll have a quick look. We'll have a quick couple of caravans, but we'll focus also on the camper trailers. I noticed that they've got some Cubs here, Titan over there, and they've also got a range of second-hand ones as well. It's probably a good place to come, especially with the wet weather coming up again. Come have a look at some of these caravans. Have a look at see what you think suits you, and get an idea of your price range and quality of fit of caravans.
Yeah. What are people's thoughts on Highland, do you think? I don't know much about them either. They look pretty good, don't they?
Some quite nice.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah, big.
I wouldn't be taking them with my Collier or even your BT50.
Yeah, I think you're starting to stretch the friendship there a bit with them, aren't they? Well, so.
Yeah. But then I'm more into a different style of camping.
Yep.
The off-road, free camp, see Australia, whereas these ones are going into, you go to the main highways, and if you want to go and have a look bush, unhook and go bush.
Yeah, I think you might be on pretty close on the money there, mate. People will disagree. I think a lot of these things, they're generally off-road caravans or off-road campers, but you know, I don't know whether I'd be putting $100,000 worth of recreational vehicle, as they call these, the DBC recreational vehicle, Highland Matrix 22 at $100,000 down the Strzelecki track. This
is the thing to look at. 3.5 tonne.
So what's that mean for the average person with, you can't tow that with your BT50 or your Hilux or your Range or anything. We're right on there.
None of them.
Yeah.
It's just too much.
So
this is your range of the newer type of utes that come in, your big Toyota Tundras, your Rams.
Rams and those sorts of things.
Yeah, all those Yank tanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Even the trucks, small trucks.
Well, yeah. Well, while we're here, let's see what $100,000 gets you in an off-road vehicle. So, first of all, do you want to go in the outside again, like we did the other day, mate? Have a bit of a look around. So, I'll start on suspension for this. So, have a bit of a look down under here. You can see, excuse the light, but you should be able to see some pretty good suspension setup in these. Once again, what have we got under there, Mcdaddy? We've got dual shocks, some springs.
Dual stocks, small coils.
Yep.
On all wheels.
So, very good frame on it, like a lot of these we've been seeing.
You have your grey water, so it's 3 freshwater.
Yes.
3 freshwater and 1 grey water. The purple tanks designate that it's grey water.
Okay.
As is the tap coming out, which will go as your caravan overflow or dump point.
Okay.
Single tyre.
So this is a composite one again? Looks like composite panels, doesn't it?
Composite paneling.
As we say in the last video, that's a weight-saving setup for these vans. You found in there. Pretty good storage. I like the way this is set up, isn't it?
Yeah, it's paneling again.
Quite an amount of storage throughout the van on this one. Shall we have a look bit of a look inside. Mcdaddy, what's that down there, mate?
Exterior shower, so there must be some little
You locked up with it?
unlocking shower outside.
Okay.
Your awning. It's still a window that you can clean up and dark.
Yeah, okay.
Jack, you can see the special jack in there. So I've been plugged with Anderson and your breakaway as well. Your breakaway brakes.
DO35 on it as well.
You've got your TV antennas up the top.
Yep.
Bit of a sunroof here.
Okay.
35 again. Yeah, it's getting pretty standard with these caravans. You've got your washing machine in there. A little shower you can fit in. Toilet.
So this is in a lot of ways similar to the other brand we're looking at.
Yeah, the Highland. Catches underneath. The CD player comes entertainment here. Sirocco fan, TV.
Microwave, yep, okay. A lot of cupboard space again.
Your aircon unit. TV. The power source for your USBs.
USBs there.
Couple little cupboards.
Wireless charging.
This must be a privacy screen. Yeah, so that's your insect. That'll be your privacy.
Right.
Charging here, is it? Yep, charging
So
port.
you got 12 and 240 volt in there?
Yep.
Okay.
What's under there? Nothing, that's just like a extra table space or something. What else we have? Yep.
Little coffee table or something I gather again, is it?
I wouldn't be sitting on it.
No.
Oh, and the fold out table set up again. Gas electric stove, grill, and proper oven.
Okay. Okay, so we've got this at one extreme. Should we go and look at a few of the campers and back to sort of what?
Yeah, back to our lifestyle.
Yeah, back to our lifestyle.
So what are we looking at? This one. This.
Okay, so
101,000. Just have a look at this one here. I notice that the internal fittings are different on this, the Highland Cobba.
all right, let's have a look at that.
Oh, it's one of the accredited manufacturers again.
Yeah, I'm liking this.
Similar to the other van over there, but notice this drops down to make the other bed. I was looking at this before. see a little catch under here. A nice out off boat. Yep, little drop. Small bunks.
So this is obviously a family version.
Yep, small bunks.
Oh, cool.
Mini destination RV.
3.5 kilo washing machine.
Dynamic inverter, self-cleaning. So, tucked in there. But this one I thought was a little bit different. This is your toilet sink area, but then you sneak around the side here.
It's a good setup, isn't it?
Right, so that's a little bit different. It's like your
Yeah,
bathroom's separate to the rest.
Full size almost, isn't it? It's a good size. Okay, so back over and have a look at the campers now, do you reckon? And
Yeah, so you see your caravan layouts, you've got your sinks, your fridges, your stoves, your tables, your beds. So this is what you get in the caravan. Head across to the campers and you'll see the slightly different setup for those people who are wondering where to go: caravan, camper trailer. So let's have a look.
And I think a lot of this also depends on the vehicle you have or the vehicle you intend to get, and how much of those dollars you're prepared to put into fueling it up. So a big consideration these days is the exorbitant cost of diesel and petrol, and you need to take that into consideration when you're choosing your lifestyle.
Are you going to spend $100,000 on a caravan and use it 10 times in a lifetime? Or are you going to get your nice four-wheel drive so you can drive everywhere, stay in a motel overnight, and then go base camp for your motels?
Oh, this is
So you work out your costs.
That's right. And there's a lot of ways you can do it. And in saying that, there is a lot of different lifestyles people like or prefer. Some people like to get out for a couple of days. Some people like to have that advantage of being able to just live off the grid or live in their caravans all year round. So
there's another caravan, which is RV Offroad 82,000. Single axle.
let's have a look at suspension. What suspension stuff I've got?
Again, dual suspension with dual shock with oops. 3 batteries, 100 litre fridge.
So these are September 22 prices, so don't rely on those. They're subject to change, obviously, depending on the manufacturer. And nice. Once again, be pretty much the same inside, wouldn't it?
Yeah, slightly from my up. Not bad. The cupboard, the bed, sitting area, stove, grill up. Another gas leak, I don't know, small gas. Black sink, different. Nice sized fridge.
Fridge freezer.
Toilet area and shelves. Looks quite nice.
I like the sink in that too.
Yeah. Probably better access than some of the other caravans. The size of getting in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting to see the black trim on the fittings.
What was the weight on this one, Mcdaddy?
1827, tier 2, 2137, all weight 218.
So a lot of you out there would be convinced that this means with the average 4-cylinder twin cab you can tow. Remembering you're up around 2700 dry, doesn't leave you a lot of space for food, water, fuel and the people in your twin cab.
Titan, we'll have a look at the Titan over here, popped up.
So this Titan in a lot of ways resembles the Cubs, doesn't it? But I think most of them resemble what they resemble, don't they? But let's have a look at what's this one, a Ranger
Ranger ATC2.
Okay.
So, similar to your Jaycos with the little cupboard at the front.
Yeah.
Single gas cylinder. DR35 hitch. Adjustable jockey wheel.
Good to see the 12 pin.
12 pin plug there. Yeah, but no external awning. 240 to go. Quite nice inside, although these are just your foam mattresses.
Yep.
Because it's on that slider.
So what are your thoughts, foam or sprung mattress?
I like the inner sprung.
Yeah.
What's the under the seat here on this one? It's a bit more solid timber than what we saw in a previous
Brand?
Yep. You've got your infotainment centre, they call them these days. Power point there, so 240 in, you can use 240 inside as long as you've got a caravan park, or you've got a generator.
Okay.
Kitchen.
Tell you what, it seems a little bit better appointed than some of the other brands. Saying that something's broken off there, is it?
Yeah, that would be part of the catch, I'd say. Probably be replaced. Sink.
Bad this. I don't mind
It's
it.
not a bad setup there.
Gas electric. Hey, your old nemesis isn't here.
Yeah,
No fold out cupboard.
that's right. This is the Titan. The Titan hasn't got that horrible fold out cupboard. Yeah. But it's not a bad setup, it's quite spacious, looks quite nice inside.
Yeah, it's actually
Microwave, being a hard top. You could possibly, if you want to,
put an aircon in.
retrofit aircon. The other thing I don't like is it hasn't got, for the back windows here, we haven't got an external awning that sticks out
Yeah.
to give you protection from the rain.
Yeah, so that's one thing to consider if you want to have these opened up in adverse weather. You're going to get them wet inside, I'd suggest.
And keep your lights fairly low, otherwise you'll have insects come to pay you a visit. Or put some air guard or something around there to stop them coming in. But you need to be able to breathe. Okay, so that's the Titan.
Is there
It's quite nice, quite spacious.
a weight and a price on this? We didn't see any label. We'll have to have a look at that. So, what's the just a question? What's the weight and price on the Titan here as it's set up?
Oh.
Missing the label off the front. That's a...
No, drop the table down.
Oh, it's on the table, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, someone's lifted it up on you.
Yeah, someone's put the table up. But,
Look at that,
is that the
$39.9.
camera?
Yeah, camera. Say hello.
Hello. What sort of camera is that?
I'll just. So we
Yeah, this is the price of the Titan Ranger camper. So close to 40 grand tow away, 1690 tear. It's basically 2-ton ATM with 160 kilo ball. Sleep 6 when you drop the table. It's twin shock independent suspension. The DO35 hitch.
I'm loving that. Yeah.
Supposedly full off-road. Hot water service with external shower, which is around the back. I'll just show that shortly.
Yep.
An electric operating lift for the pop top. So just go on the other side.
Yeah.
here.
Before you go inside, just want to question now. People have to check the fine print when it talks about fully off-road, don't they?
That's right. But you're not talking. You're not doing the Fink Desert Rally in these things.
That's right. Yeah.
You're going gravel track, nice and steady. You're not. It's not a race. Enjoy yourself. Take it easy on yourself, your vehicle, and your camper trailer.
And check them.
And if I was going full off-road, I want 2 spares. I don't want one.
Yeah, that's a good point. Now, what are you pointing out here, mate?
Look here.
Right.
This is the external shaft. There's your
Oh, wow.
and here's your shaft. That's quite good. You could just have, like, we've got the little pop-up shower thing, but it looks like it's got a drop-down area up here.
Right.
Okay, so here's your water tanks.
So we were talking earlier about some of these other brands not having any sort of respite for the sun or the rain. So this appears to have another awning at the top which just drops down over the side of it. That's quite a great idea, isn't it?
Yeah, and then you look down here.
Yep.
One of the bugbears I've got with our camper is if you want to get the battery, it's a bit awkward to get to.
Yep.
Here we go. Here's our battery.
Oh, wow.
But I suppose the only other factor
I was just about to say, clearance.
Impact damage.
Yep.
Yeah, from here. Will be my only concern. It's a fairly flimsy metal thing there, but yeah. It's nice to have access, but maybe a bit more protected.
Yeah. However, it is clearing up space inside your camper for clothes and necessities, whereas with ours, you lost a lot of space in one side because of the batteries.
Ours is sitting basically up where this is. That's ours sits inside here, underneath our seats inside.
So speaking of which, where's the access to all the switches and power panel and water tank levels and things like that?
Well, that's the big question on this one.
Yeah, is there such a thing?
The
Hang on, so we just lifted the table up, so the access to your switches and isolators, etc., is on the inside.
Yep. So here's your
ELC?
your trip switches.
Okay. And there's a 240 volt over the other side, back of it.
240 plus a 12 volt just there by the foot.
Solar charger is just here. You can see on the front panel as well. That's out of the weather though, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, I guess you could get to it. Can you get to that stuff though with the camper down? Because that, at least with ours, yeah. Can you open the door with these with the lid down? There's a question for other people who own these things. This is an Explorer fold-out one. You can see here we've got.
Cub campers.
Yeah.
You can see you've got your trip switch. You've got your
Projector chargers built into it.
Yep.
Well, we may as well keep going and have a look at this too. And you see, this has also got
water.
water.
You've already got your
240 volt.
your inlet there ready for your 240, which is what we want to set up.
Yep.
This is a rear fold camper,
Rear fold.
right? So basically your tent folds over.
So we've just moved back around to the front on this rear fold camper. This is a Cub.
2022 Cub Explorer.
Cub Explorer, right?
It's got the
Mick hitch.
A Mick hitch fitting there.
7-pin plug.
You got your jocker here, which you're able to adjust, unlike what I had on mine.
There's some adjustment, yep.
Yep. Some chains, 7-pin plug.
Single gas bottle. It's only a small gas bottle on that one as well.
Yep. And a couple of places for your
Jerry
water
can.
tanks or
Yeah.
diesel jerry cans.
Typical winch for lifting the lid back over on these as well.
And you've got a small compartment here for your. This is a 47 litre Evercool I've got. Right, it's a fairly small little fridge, but there is another cupboard the other side. And we've got 2-burner. Actually, a 2-burner stove. We've got a sink. Couple of drawer and another small drawer there.
Yeah.
And a little
Bit of storage in it.
there with a second
So fire extinguisher in there.
extinguisher.
I like how they've given you 240 volt and 12 volt power on this.
Now this one got 770 kilos test, so you come going your weight, ATM 1300, ball weight 105. This is 29,990 drive away. The difference between the Titan and this one is very basic. Also printed.
Okay.
This is what you've got.
Okay, so this
You've
is.
got no table sit down, you'd have to bring that into it.
Yep.
Yeah, this is fairly basic. You've got the foam mattress.
1 or 2 people at a pinch. How much space is under this?
No, that's screwed up, so that's not coming up. So you'll be accessing the differential there. You've got a battery under here,
Okay.
some poles, and power point. Yeah, folds out. That's a quick release there. I notice these ones are no keys.
So lighting, power, everything else that's inside. You've got a little bit of power internally, but there's no lighting. You can bring your own lighting.
Yeah, this is a bit more basic than
Yeah,
the other ones.
and it's
You can
priced
put a bed
accordingly.
or a table there. That's your choice.
Yeah, the floor's pretty good and solid, isn't it? And this, once again, is
30,000. That's your
yeah.
Cub
So
Explorer.
Cub Explorer in today's prices, September again, 2022. This is 30,000. Right, let's
What have we got next?
similar again. This is
This is another Cub.
another Cub. It's the same rear fold.
Another rear fold. This is a Cub Brumby.
Cub Brumby, saying it.
22. You can see 38,000. 1.061 kilos. ATM is 1650. Ball weight 113. So what have we got? We've got a fridge box slide, stainless steel kitchen, stainless steel side shelf, 2 batteries, USB charging points, 7-inch wheel, deluxe awning, camo tent upgrade. Right, so the upgrade that they put in this is the camo tent upgrade extreme pack adventure pack, but that's then 44,965. 2 gas cylinders up front,
Yep.
stone guards, and some adjustable type jockey wheel.
DO35.
Yep, yeah, 35. And it looks like we've got a water outlet there to some degree. Like
Let me have a look around. Can't
pump
quite
water.
see that. Right, so yep. So we've got a tap on the front here.
Yep. So we should be able to pump the water. Right.
Bit of storage on the front.
Right, so he's got just a small compartment here as well with the fire extinguisher.
Okay.
And it looks like we've partially got. Yep, this is where you can connect your gas to hot water. But this,
So they've added as an inclusion if you want to do it. It's not
so
included
you
on
sort
this
of
one,
add a
but
bit more.
yeah.
Yep. Same as the other Cub, we've got the projector charger built in.
I like this idea.
Yep. Your trip switches, DC outlets, you can sort of see what's going on. Water in it. Yeah. Your power in it, that's one thing we've got to put on our campus. Inlet.
This is something that I really hope a lot of the manufacturers start heading towards, is putting 240 volt in these campers. It's a lovely opportunity for people to be able to just come into a caravan park, plug in, charge, have a relaxed night or two in a caravan park, or if that's what you want to spend your time doing, you can go to a caravan park and still have decent 240 volt capability, as opposed to just run extension leading or run off your battery all the time.
That's right. Like if you've gone down your free camps or whatever, your wife wants a bit more of a break, so you go to a caravan park, you can fully charge your camper.
Just have a look what we're talking.
You can go and use the caravan park laundry and have a decent shower and top up your water and everything else. So
That's right, yeah.
Caravan parks do have a place, even though people say free camping. Yes, free camping. But there are times when you give the wife and the children just that little bit extra.
That's right.
They want to use the water slide that's at the caravan park.
Do your washing.
The pool, the trampolines and all these other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a place for everything. Once again, it is what it's a rear fold. You've got your bed.
A little bit more on this one. It's you've got a light.
Yep, the LED light. Yellow, so he's not attracting the insects.
Bit of a tray on that.
A prep area. Yep. Yep. And you see we've got your pole carriers there.
Which is a better idea than what we've got on our one. There's available space. Now, let's have a look at the suspension on this again, Mcdaddy.
See under there?
I think we can have a bit of a look.
Yeah, it's a single coil double shock layout. And
So you're saying a bit of a different setup?
Yeah, I think I'd change that over. Yeah, they're smaller plastic.
Yeah.
Slide and
Still reasonable for what it is, it's lightweight. Now, so we've just been, McDaddy, we've just been chatting to Rob from DaveBenson here, and mentioning some of the popular off-road camping forward fold and rear fold versions they've got here. So for us, we use the forward fold campers. Main reason for us is that you've got facilities in these, including showers, hot and cold water, all your electrics and stuff are in it. You've got a lot of space and tables and the opportunity to put extra people in it. The second most popular one though here, out of the ones that have been sold now, happens to be these slightly larger rear fold ones. So if we look in here, there's still a fair amount of space in here, but once again, you've got to make a decision whether you want to be bringing your own gear with you, tables and chairs and this sort of stuff, and setting them up in this area, which is quite a large space. And I like it. There's no messing about. This is a big area.
yeah, it's a big area.
But there's nothing really in it, is there?
It's basically a two-person thing. I suppose you can throw
Yeah.
the children on the floor.
Well, you could do. Now, I'm not saying it's a good or a bad thing. It's horses for horses. I've said this a few times. Whatever suits. What the hell you got there?
Coffee, mate. All mod cons. It's thirsty work. Come round here and have a look at all these vans I've got here.
Thanks, arsehole.
That's what makes it. Actually, thanks, Glenn. It was very much appreciated.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
He's probably got yours on the way.
Oh, good. That's good of him. All right. Anyway, so shiny thing again. So this one's got a few extra little mod cons in it. It's got a bit of lighting included, as you can see in here. It's got a little bit of an addition of some little book lights up the back there as well, and it's got some 12-volt little sockets at the back there. You might be able to just see that in the view here. Now, just pointing out again, be careful with these if you're opening up your front and sides where you haven't got awnings in the weather.
We haven't got the price on this because this one's actually been sold.
Yeah.
Cobba scope.
I
Got a bit of prep space.
it's in the mid 40s, I seem to think.
So yeah.
So this is where now you've got to make some pretty serious decisions about what type of style of off-road camper you want.
Yeah, there's a lot of decisions to be made.
So are you happy with the minimalist sort of approach, which nothing wrong with this, or do you go with a little bit more setup? And let's face it, the forward fold is a little bit more time consuming to set up, and it is a little bit heavier.
Yep.
However, you are getting a lot more bang for your buck, in my opinion. You're also getting a lot more space. You've got a bit more cupboard space in these. You've got your tables, your chairs, you've got showers, you've got a really good setup with a full kitchen in these as well, although it is an outdoor kitchen. Have a bit of a look through these features for us here, Mcdaddy. So once again, slightly different to ours. Our fridge is at the front of ours, and in the compartment, this one's got your storage here.
Right, so that's a
good size.
It's probably the width of the camp.
Yeah, that'll be width of it.
Probably where you put a lot of your. If you've got annexes,
Yep.
put a lot of your gear there.
Yeah.
Got this little
Now,
button up here as well.
but now again, let's look at this. So mine's the same size as this in all reality, as is yours.
Right, now then. Yep. That's on the right hand side. That's secured there. So mum's on the left, had to swap it to the right.
Yep.
Your jack handles there. I don't know. If I put a fridge here,
Yeah.
to me that's not a good place for a jack handle.
Yeah.
I'm going to get to it.
Oh, yeah, that's a point too. And the thing is, I don't know what... That's not as high as the one in ours, though, either, the space.
No.
So, consider what size fridge, freezer you're going to need, and specifically the height.
Yeah. So if you've already got a fridge freezer at home,
Check it.
this is going to be
Yeah. Now, let's look at the specs on this.
$49,000 basically.
Yep.
For a 2022 Cub Frontier. 1284 kilo tare, 1900 ATM, 150 kilo ball weight. Offroad suspension, it's forward fold. It's king bed. So
Wow,
it's
that's
very
not
big
bad.
bed.
Yep.
Stainless steel pantry, fridge box slide, Australian canvas, stainless steel kitchen, deluxe awning, LED lighting, and this one's got a draft skirt. So that, as displayed, 49,032. So the draft skirt, which will go under here, is added more to it. So there must be an annex that comes with it.
Yeah,
Or
you'd
doesn't-
hope so.
It doesn't say it, but
So,
it's from an accredited
Now- yeah, credited again. as well.
manufacturer.
Now, considering here, we were talking earlier, Mcdaddy, about the weight. So, mine with the composite version sits at about 1160. So, it's at 1284. The suspension, I think most of these are pretty much very similar.
That's a bigger coil, a slightly different coil design on this one.
Okay.
With the double shocks, I think, yeah, double shocks. But see, it's a slightly different coil design on this one.
It looks pretty sturdy though, mate.
Alright, so it's your power source come back to here.
Yep.
That's your
Outlet.
240 volt. It's good to see 240 volt coming through these campers.
Yeah.
Drawers.
And is that going to be in the way of your drawer though?
Yeah, that's
Dunno.
going to be the big point. There's your table legs as that comes out. It's actually fairly weighty, that is.
That's a lock for it too. It's got a lock for the kitchen here.
It's amazing how much weight a little bungee cord makes.
Let's have a look when you open him up.
So, yep.
Okay.
So lock, unlock at the front. You've got probably a sink under this one.
All your connections are in the back there.
Yeah, 3 burner.
Okay.
3 burner.
What's your
Sink
coffee?
under that one. Well, that's why I'm holding the table up still.
Mhm.
Yep. So I'll try to put this down without smacking it, I think. That's the rubber.
Good size drawer space there.
Yep.
Okay, so this one, Frontier from 48.9. So just trying to, we said earlier, 5-year warranty, that's a bit I was looking at. So 5-year warranty,
On the canvas, suspension, and the chassis.
which is good. Now, some of the other brands, ours included, we're looking at 2 years, aren't we?
Yep, 2 years.
And hopefully this change is coming soon, but as it stands at the moment, you sell your brand new Caravans to someone second hand,
Your warranty doesn't.
your warranty doesn't follow. So just be careful of that, people, when you're buying second hand ones.
Goodyear Wranglers on this.
What are ours like? Good night or
Yeah.
something like good, it's something like that,
Yeah,
mate. Yeah.
a lot of the Australian-built trailers from Chinese parts,
Yeah.
they're assembled and built in Australia, have the run Goodyear tyres. A lot of mud train. I know we've had a sensor light come on here as I come past.
Which is a good idea.
So here's your battery. Here's your panel again. So they've got the electrics worked out pretty well on these Cubs.
Yeah, so now,
Fridge only, no fridge, completely off. So I like that.
yeah, now when people are talking about the price differences between some of these and say the Chinese ones, etc., it's horses for horses. Again, I'll say it. The consideration is though, what are you getting for your money? So here, although the Cub may be up around 10 grand difference to some of the other ones we've seen around, there's a lot of design thought gone into this as well. You've got, as Mcdaddy was saying, we've got your 12 and 240 volt power pre-installed. There's gas, there's hot water. That to a lot of people is going to make the difference, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. What do you want? What do you need? What can you afford? What vehicle are you taking it with? There's a lot of thought goes into this. You can't just go out and say, oh, I'll have that one over there. It's going to suit your needs and your family's needs.
Do your homework, yeah.
You know.
And other thing to consider too is when you come in looking at some of these vans and vehicles, if you haven't got the vehicle to tow it, then there's another $100,000 consideration as well,
Yep.
or $50,000 to $100,000 on top of the price of your vehicle, your camper or caravan you want to buy. Alright, let's have a look at another one, shall we?
Yeah. Well, might as well just finish off with these couple of cubs here.
Yeah, let's have these little cubs, yeah.
These cubs are already folded up, so you see when they're put up. These are when they're put down.
Yeah.
This is a little weekender, which is another rear fold.
Rear fold one.
So there's your floor.
That's right. Floors here.
Like I said, it's a fairly small unit, fairly easy to tow by most vehicles.
Yeah, this one's 25 as it stands today.
25.
So it's 25, so yep.
609 kilos.
Yep.
Right. 900 kilo ATM, 59 kilo on the ball. So 30 amp hour battery, easy set up and close, leaf sprung suspension, double size bed, pantry slide, stainless steel sink, roof rack, 15-inch wheels, 240 volt charger, easy on. So, and here's your gas fitting going in there.
Yep.
There's your gas there.
Little smaller gas bullet.
And this is just leaf sprung.
So definitely not an off-road setup.
It's leaf spring, only a small water tank there. But like I say, this could be just the camper.
Good starter, yeah, good starter. Yeah. And certainly within the reach of most people, as far as the vehicles they would have, like a standard SUV, talking probably like your Subarus, Mazdas, Toyotas and things like that. I think within quite reach of most of those things. Even if you look at your hybrid 4Runners they're out these days, they've got a 1.5 tonne towing capacity. That's well within the capacity of these sorts of vehicles.
Right. Yeah, and
Lots of campers,
small
sorry.
camper, you've still got your two burner stove.
That's quite nice, isn't it?
Yep. And you've still got your sink, so you're not doing without.
And this and hot and cold water in it.
Yeah. So this is where the so you've got a drawer there, got another drawer here.
A little drawer in here.
Yep. Push these down. Got a switch here.
You can't take you anywhere, Mcdaddy. You just burst a foul.
Yeah. Shiny things.
How many times have I told you, stop touching shit?
Yes, so there you go.
So is the power on it, Daddy?
The power is on. Although you normally make sure it's off when it's in this position. So yeah.
Oh, gee.
But yeah. All good.
Do you want me to go and get Rob to go and get the mop for you?
Clean up on all three.
All right, so here we've got the Scout. So the Scout all folded up again, similar to Frontier that we showed you over here.
This is a forward fold.
So this is a forward.
You'll have a little table and a lounge inside and your bed on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Fridge compartments again. There's that jack handle.
Yeah. This one's a bit smaller than our ones, and it's lightweight aluminium. So it's not a composite one, And saying that though, it's still within the tow weight of a lot of the smaller vehicles
Yeah,
though.
Cub Scout 37,000.
Yep.
Tier 1162, ATM 1470. So it's probably getting something like mine. 80 litre water tank, leaf sprung suspension again. 100 amp hour battery, large leatherette upgrade. So you get 40,000 if you want the large leatherette, a dining table, power pack, pillow top. So, and that's the thing with different brands.
Yep.
Some of them come with everything. Some of it's options up. So you got to look at the options up.
Yeah.
So you could say this with the table and everything's going to cost you 40 grand.
Yeah. Same in the other kitchen, I guess.
Yeah, this is the same as the one that's out there on the escape.
That's right. Now, this is definitely not an off-road setup. It's
It's leaf sprung, but it's got one shock on it.
yeah. So
Shocks.
probably semi-off-road, you reckon?
Yeah.
Leave in the comments. It's definitely hasn't got off-road tyres on it though. Now that's something to consider when you're travelling down some of these tracks. The full off-road tyres are going to track better. What's we got here?
52 years on it. So yeah, still a good the electric setup I like.
Yep.
Yep.
Good storage in as well.
Good storage on these. A lot of time storage is eaten up with annexes.
Yeah.
Gas cylinder again on this one.
Yep.
I prefer two.
Alrighty. We've also seen here on this undercover area they've got a range of second-hand used campers and caravans.
Little Jayco flipper. Standard 50mm ball.
Yep.
There. Slightly adjustable jockey wheel.
1997.
1997, so it's 25-year-old flipper.
Holding its value pretty well.
20 kilos, 820 ATM. It's got 240-volt outlet, hard floor, awning, fridge, gas cooktop, sink, water tank, double bed, cupboards. So yeah, this is rear fold again.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Very colonial.
Yeah. So this looks like there's a hinge there, so this would fold down to allow the whole thing to fold back.
Yep.
But they've actually got the stove inside and they've got a little fridge in here. Or chest cook.
Oh gee, I haven't seen that name for a long time.
It's still fairly tidy despite its age.
It's aged pretty well, hasn't it?
Yeah. So, yeah. It's still looking pretty good, Nick, really.
Yeah. And then we can of course head down into,
There we go. What have we got here? We got
this is a
Star Major Deluxe 2009. So this one is 13-year-old basically.
So
Doesn't
this-
say the tier weight, but the ATM is 1100. Leaf sprung, kitchen shelf, awning, jerry can holder, Aussie canvas, underbed storage, toolbox, queen bed, and a tread hitch. Intake of breath.
So for all intents purposes, Mcdaddy, this is a trailer with a fold-up canvas tent on it, really.
Yep. That's
So
right. What they call these, soft floor or
soft
something?
soft floor. Yeah, I think they
Still-
call it.
Still the same awnings as you've got on your other campus.
Yep.
That's a nice. You feel like canvas. That's a good solid canvas.
Oh geez, yeah, hard wearing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Excuse the light here. Hopefully we can pick this up here.
Just a thin. What's that, a new mattress top in there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, a lot of storage underneath it, or is that all on the trailer from the
This is
outside?
The trailer inside.
Okay.
And there's your side, so that must lift out or something. Yeah, slide out.
Okay.
You can find up. At least the canvas quality is good. Again, yeah, it's very similar to a rear fold, but it's a soft floor.
Okay.
Horses for courses, and the price reflects
That's right.
the difference. 12,000.
Yep.
Put your gas cylinder.
So it doesn't have any inclusions though, other than what you see here.
Yep. And you'll be able to put your jerry can in. We've got a storage bin at the front.
Okay.
We've got a spare type at the front.
Yep.
And the dreaded tread hitch. With your, there's your brake system. Make sure you've got that in place and your fluid in.
So this is, what year is this one?
This was a 2009.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah, you sort of fold all that back.
Okay, so this one, Mcdaddy, is a 2013 Carb Supermatic, can they call it escape?
Supermatic escape, yep. 802 kilos, 1200 kilo ATM. Yeah, still see the same sort of features with your sink, two burner stove. Hard floor.
So it's got a hard floor.
Um,
So 9 years old.
Battery.
How's it fared for 9 years? Looks like, to me it looks like they replaced this floor.
Yeah, floor looks like it's replaced. Looks like a new floor they've done.
Yep.
Canvas and everything's still good. Batteries, smart locks. Yeah. Right, on the price of this little rig.
Here's 20,000. Now, remembering 20 grand is what I paid for my brand new one.
Yep.
Once again, consider what you're getting for the money and consider the quality and what your extras are for that price.
Yeah, that's right. I think mine was about 22, so.
Now, once again, we've got another one of these Jaycos. Seen a few of these around for sale.
24 there, a little Jayco expander.
Little Jayco expander here, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a little expander. It's going down 23,990. Basically 1200 tier, 1500 ATM.
What year is this one?
This is a 2005.
2005. So once
It's a
again,
17-year-old.
yeah, the average SUV family car could tow this one as well.
Yep, pop top, or, slide down awning.
How's it fared, do you reckon? What's it like inside?
It's reasonable.
Oh, a bit of
Bit of
wood,
moisture
yeah.
come through this side.
bit of water
slide
damage
on
there.
But you've got a full stove on this one.
Yep.
With your burners, electric, storage,
Fridge,
240.
microwave.
Yeah.
Quite a small double bed in it though.
Yep. You may find it may have at some stage it may have had. It looks like it's had a table here at some stage, which probably would have made the second bedroom.
Oh, you reckon they're taking the table out?
Yeah, well, there's a fitting there where.
It's been taken off, yeah.
Yeah, it may even be here somewhere, but that would be if you were going to have a second person.
So there is a bit of water damage in this one.
Yeah.
Now, it's by no means a new van.
Not 17-year-old, is it?
Yeah, so you're going to expect some sort of deterioration over a period of time.
And this is, well, it was originally a West Australian van by the look of it.
Oh, okay.
This is Energy Safety Western Australia.
Oh, right. So these are things to look at when you're comparing second-hand and new. Obviously, and the sort of things that can go wrong with these. So I just want people look out for those sorts of things where you've got water damage and where they can likely occur. We're seeing a common theme of where these things are leaking. So be on the lookout for those sort of things when you're looking at second-hand campers and that, because they aren't cheap to fix damaged roofs and that kind of thing. Yeah,
You're in big money.
you're in big money. Yeah.
11-year-old Jayco Swan. 1,063 kilos.
Yep.
ATM 1363. 123 kilo ball weight. It's got an annex, bed end flies, 12 volt wire, lighting, stove grill, pole holder, roof racks, 90 litre fridge, bag awning, front boot, sleep 6.
Okay.
Sleep 6, okay, so you've expanded that with your slides at 2, 4.
Yeah.
And with this drop down table here, I'd say with the other bed. So really, this is, they've got quite a bit of space in these where you've
Yeah.
expanded up. Insect control mechanism here with the spiders.
Yeah. Yep. Your favourite nemesis is back again.
Yeah, the fold arm bloody cupboard. Yep.
Wasn't me.
No, it's one of those. Well, it smells like someone's been cooking in here.
American.
Over the years.
Yeah. However,
Microwave.
it doesn't seem to be any adverse damage or leaks or anything. It says in good nick. It doesn't look like it's been used that much, does it?
It's still pretty good. You compare this to the cost of a new one.
Yeah.
It comes back to the old thing. How often are you going to use it? How long are you going to keep it?
Yeah.
Do you pay 40, 50,000 for a new one, or do you pay 20 for something like this? What was this on 20? Was it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, 20,000. Right?
So definitely an on-road
Yeah.
camper. But
there's probably a niche there for that.
yeah.
Your bag.
Yep.
Awning.
50mm tow for it.
Well, single gas cylinder.
Yep.
Wind
up roof on it.
On road. Back on my knees again, praying. Water tank under there, yeah, just a leaf sprung job. Yep. Yeah.
So just before we finish up today, Mcdaddy, we just thought we'd show the sort of extreme you can go to. It's the old boat story is that when's big enough. Well, I think in the case of this Caribbean, you get this.
This is a big fella.
Yeah.
Triaxle.
Yep. So
7-year-old, 70,000, 2720 kilo, ATM 3470, a ball of 315. So if you have a look inside this thing, you'll just see how extreme it gets from the other units.
full size lounge suite in it.
The lounge, so just with the second cover there. So yeah, it's got plenty of storage all round. Nice wood trims.
Full size dishwasher, is it?
Yes, you're a dishwasher. You've got your stove there. Gas electric, Swift, seat.
Air conditioning.
Yep, air conditioned. Another domestic fridge here.
Mm-hmm.
And freezer. You've got a bed. And here you've got a full shower. This is a full size shower.
Oh
and
my
there's a full
lord.
size toilet in here as well. And with all these mirrors, it makes it look a lot bigger as well.
We have a stretch to get past that, by the way.
Yeah.
Geez, that is a big toilet in there, isn't it?
Yeah. And there. And your shower.
So it's not very ergonomic for
Troublesome there, you have to
getting
lift
out
the
of it, yeah.
bed to get round.
Is this, does this extend out, or is it just the way it is?
I'd say that's she's a folder.
Right.
Folded up.
Yeah. More space underneath it.
There's your ironing board. So, yeah. TV. Yeah.
So this is barely Land Cruiser.
Yeah, she's a big unit.
All right. Well, I think we've had enough of a bit of a look around at some of these.
Yeah, 3470. Under 3.5 tonne, but it doesn't mean you can tow it with your Highland.
Yeah. Anyway, so I think that's maybe enough of a look around for us today. We'll have another quick look around as we're heading out. But any final comments there, Mcdaddy?
No, but this DaveBenson Caravan.
Dave Benson, yep.
Dave Benson's Caravan Adelaide. The beauty of this place too is undercover you can have a leisurely stroll around, look at see all the different range, and then decide which way you want to run.
Yeah. There's a lot here to see. Alrighty. Anyway, Mcdaddy.
That's all from him. That's all from me.
That's right. All right, mate. We'll catch up with another episode of Camp Trail. Let us know though in the comments, just before I go, let us know in the comments if there's anything you want to see, anything we haven't covered properly, want us to come back and have a look at. You can spend all day in these places looking around, of course.
Yeah. And when you do look at these ones, you think of the modifications you can make to your own.
Yeah, well, I've seen a lot of good things that I'd like to incorporate now, so I might even have a bit of a look around and see what sort of spare parts I've got here. I know they've got a good shop down the other side of DaveBenson's here that do sell a lot of second parts for your camper and caravan. So
check out the spare parts.
Check out the spare parts, a bit of a look. Yeah. Anyway, people, thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Catch you on the flip side.